summer's evening, standing on the mound. The ballpark's full of cheering crowd. Home team's back in town with all
Hello.
the command.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of the Painting Corners podcast. I'm Johnny C., your co-host, joined by Aidan Smith. And we are talking hello from the KBO. Blue Jays are active. Helsley to the O's. Sonny Gray. Sunny day. What's going on with Devin Williams and more? Aidan, how you doing this fine Wednesday night?
Doing good, Johnny C. Ready to yuck some ball.
Yucking it up. Where do you want to start?
I know where we can start. We have a post that's getting some traction right now. It's the mock trade fairy earlier today, and I proposed to the internet the best virtual town square that we know of. That Mike Trout could head to Philly for Aaron Nola and Nick Castellanos. And so let me give you the details.
How are you so good at this?
Am I? Well, the thing that you're going to hear and the thing that I'm seeing from fans is, well, Mike Trout's hurt all the time. Okay, sure. But Aaron Nola was awful last year. And, Nick Castellanos is just going to play out the year on that $20 million deal, and then he's done, right? Like, that guy's never seen a contract like that again. With how
most
he plays
high
the field.
T player in the MLB.
Castellanos?
Yeah, let's just get this one down. Let's see. I think it's Castellanos.
Is it?
I don't know. I think when my brain sees double L's, I just hop on the I train and I hit that I as hard as I can. So that's just me though.
Yeah.
I'm an I guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's a high T guy though.
Yeah. Well, if you think about Castella Trash back in Vermont, it's not.
You think Nick hails from Vermont? You think that's how he does it?
I don't think so. Actually, know that that's not true. But that would be really cool. Also, random, shout out to Vermont, but former, U32 pitcher Owen Kellington and UConn alum finally got some healthy starts in A-ball for the Pirates this year. So I'd love to see that guy do something so that we have some Vermont pride.
Owen Kellington, you said?
Yeah, have you heard of Kellington?
Is he going to make a Killington all the way from Killington?
Yeah. Well, we'll see, right? I mean,
I
don't know. He's definitely had his share of health problems, but he hails from Randolph, right off the old interstate there.
Dude, Randolph, the red-nosed reindeer. How old is Owen, by the way?
So Owen is 23 in February.
Oh, he's got time, dude.
Yeah. Well, he does have time, but he's also only pitched in Bradenton, which is A-ball.
How many TJs?
I think just one.
Okay.
But, I mean, he had 10.4 K per 9 in Bradenton, so, I don't think he's going to be a frontline starter in the big leagues or anything, but I think he can be a contributor if he can keep that elbow together. But yeah, so, people are not here to hear about Owen Kellington as much as I'm a stan following that kid's career. But on the Mike Trout mock trade, Johnny, what are your thoughts? Because let me give you the money situation. So Trout's owed 177 plus, Nola's owed 122 plus, Castellanos is only under contract for next year for that $20 million I was talking about. Do you like this? Who's saying no? Give it to me.
How old is Nola?
He's not that old because they just repaid him. They just re-signed him. Early 30s.
Well, shout out LSU, go Tigers. Shout out Kevin.
32.
2 years younger than Trout. Trout's got more of an injury history. Nola had the 6 ERA this year. However, Trout not only has missed lots of time, home run totals underneath 11 in 24 and 23. It was batting in the 200s department as well. So you've got age on the rise, health always a question. And I have this really unique experience. I came back into baseball as a full-time obsessive fan just around the time that people were starting to say that Mike Trout is the best player in baseball. And so when I started tuning in, he was just starting his big run of injuries. Like, oh, I strained my calf. Oh, I can't start in center field. Oh, this
yeah, so we're probably talking 2016, 2017.
Yeah, it's just been a weird downhill run here. So I've been seeing the back half of it. Anyway, I think for me, intuitively, I like the high T play of Nick Castellanos a lot. I really enjoy Aaron Nola's pitching. I think that there's something that could be done about that. You know, there's not really a trend here. Like, he had a kind of crappy 23, 24 bounce back real strong with the 14-8 record, 3.57 ERA.
Yeah.
Whip's fine. Ks are high. Dude seems pretty durable. Obviously, 25, that's different. But, hey, man.
Sure.
Another way to look at that is he got a little bit of a breather from Father Time. You know, some say an injury. I say extra spring training.
Well, our boy Mike, I mean, over the last 5 seasons, so I'm not including the COVID season, right? He's averaged 79 games a year.
Yikes.
Out of 162, right?
Yeah.
So that is a problem. That being said, when he is playing over these last 5 seasons, 902 OPS.
You also can stick him at DH because Bionicle Harper is rocking it at first, looking awesome.
Yep.
Rocking number 3, skinny bod, lefty, doing the little Soto shuffle dance.
I mean, Harper's had a few health problems too, but it has subsided a little bit since he moved to first
I don't know.
base.
This might be one of those trades where I think everybody comes out happy.
I mean, you know, I know the Angels fans are probably going to balk, right? Because, you know, you look at Nola's last year, but I think there's a really good chance that Nola bounces back and he's like a number 3 starter this year. And Castellanos can immediately replace Trout in that lineup. Yeah, he's obviously not a good outfielder, but if you DH him, I mean, he might hit 30 bombs, right? And you're saving $35 million here. I mean, you know, that's a lot of money. I know that when you're looking at
cost savings by me one more time.
140 plus compared to 177, like, it doesn't sound like a big difference, but we're talking about $35 million here that the Angels could save.
Wow, that is a lot of
which would basically pay Anthony Rendon's last year.
What a contract.
I think Rendon's making 38 or something this season, so it's pretty bad. It's one of the worst deals, if not the worst, that I've seen in my lifetime.
Bobby Bonilla is outside of our lifetime.
That's where it's Bobby Bonilla. So
brother.
Yeah.
Brother.
That's
where we draw the line? Okay.
That's where you're drawing the line there. It's Bonilla. Yeah. I'm just saying. Yep. So Castellanos and then Bonilla. Yeah.
I just really like Aaron Nola a lot is the thing.
Yeah.
And whenever Aaron Nola's pitching, I just get pretty excited. But also the Angels are kind of where like good pitching goes to die.
I mean, I'm a little contrarian in that. I actually like Austin Nola more than Aaron Nola. I like Aaron Nola, but yeah. I really did like I liked Austin Nola. I like that he stuck around as long as he did as a backup catcher. You know, he really grinded it out as a major league ball player because he didn't really have a lot of marketable skills, really.
How cool, though, does Aaron Nola's gaze appear when he's on the mound. He just has that laconic, nonplussed, 10,000 mile stare. Just like, it's not cold, it's not mean. It's just, man, he's just a killer. He's just chill. He's a chill killer.
He is a chill killer, and you know what I would say is that when people refer to that 6 ERA, that 6.01 ERA, I would combat that with the 33 starts that he made in 2024, and he placed 11th in the NL Cy Young as recently as 2024.
I'll take that combat any day.
And you know what, Johnny? Let's turn back the clock to 2022. 3.25, 205 innings of work. What a horse. 235K, fourth. Those aren't down ballots, Johnny. Those are up ballots.
I remember him in the World Series, 2022 World Series.
Yeah.
What was Aaron Nola doing in the 2022 World Series? Dominating, looking awesome. I think he started game 1 because Wheeler was injured, so the Phillies could even get into it.
Also underrated, he had a 2.35 ERA in the postseason run in 2023. So he's had some big moments, for sure.
Want to head over to Korea? Because I'm kind of thinking about Korean chicken wings right now.
Ooh, I'm always down for Korean chicken wings. Okay,
So,
let's talk Korea.
Here's the hot take alert. You're only going to get one. We don't know a lot about Korea. But we do know this. We know Korea loves baseball. We love the KBO.
Yes.
The Toronto Blue Jays have been on this kick ever since they got James Click, former GM of the Houston Astros, of sniping farm league talent from the Astros. So hear me out. The Stros just let go of Pedro Leon. And now the Blue Jays have acquired Cody Ponce. So could they have tapped into the fountain of youth with Ponce de Leon?
Ooh, I like what you did there. I like that. Florida, does Florida have anything to say on this matter?
Strangely silent. The ballots are not yet cast, but we also got Ryan Weiss heading over to Houston.
Okay. Do you have a nice historical reference for him?
Unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately not. No.
I like how you tied the bow on Ponce de Leon, but yeah. Ryan Weiss is going to be an interesting one. He's not as dominant as, I'm not good with the pronunciation of the names either. Is it Ponce or Ponce? Do we know?
Man, when it's Ponce and I hear it out of Jeff Passan's mouth, I will cringe at myself in post-production.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, Jeff has to use a stool anywhere he goes.
Yikes. We are shots fired on the podcast already. So here's the deal. Ponce, he is, we're just going to go with Ponce, and apologies for the future, my dear Cody. I think Pirates 21-22, it was 21-22 Pirates. His fastball velo's like at 92, topping out. Goes to the KBO, figures something out. And I'm over here reading YouTube comments, translating them from the Korean.
Well, Ponce has that kick change now.
Okay.
The kick change is a pretty
that's
big
what's
difference.
doing it? Well, how does that contrast, too, with his 157-kilometer-an-hour fastball?
Ooh, doing fastballs in kilometers. I don't think I have the brain for that conversion right now.
No, that was just the Korean YouTube comments I was translating.
Yeah, okay.
It's 97.5 miles per hour. So
yeah, he does throw hard. Yeah.
Bro went from the MLB throwing 92, takes it up to 98. Like, what happened?
The velocity's up, for sure. And, what do they say? A mile of velocity is a third of a run when you're going the wrong way, right? So, so if you lose 3 miles an hour off your fastball, or gain, I guess you could flip it the other way. You're looking at the difference between a 5 ERA guy and a 4 ERA guy. So if Ponce was, let's say, a 5th or 6th, really an org depth guy before he went, well, if he's throwing that much harder, I mean, it's quite possible that he's a 3-starter. And if he is a 3-starter, the Blue Jays made a great deal here.
Come on, dude. Seriously. Like, put him in with Trey Savage. Also, like, just let Trey finish the World Series, please. That the Jays win. The Jays won. If he anyway.
Are you in the Trey fan club?
I'm sorry, I'm a card-carrying member of the Joey Loperfido and Trey Savage fan club.
So I almost put Joey in a mock trade today.
Bro!
Yeah. Sorry to tell you, Johnny.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
But quick note on the Jays.
Oh.
I don't want to jump to Cease just yet, but just a little peek. Like, if Ponce can just be a number 3 starter with this crazy kick change, contrasting, little palate cleanser to the 98-mile-an-hour fastball, and he's killing it in the KBO.
Right.
That's a KBO, we get it, but he comes with the MLB. And you're with Trey Savage, Dylan Cease, and Gossman.
You also got Shane Bieber, too.
And Shane, dude. Oh, my God.
So you're going Goss, Cease, Biebers, Yesevich, Ponce.
Oh.
I
And
mean,
those are all different looks,
nice.
too. Those are all different looks. Because you got the Garrett Cole-esque, like, style smoke of Ponce.
Yeah.
He looks like a Houston Garrett Cole to me. And then you got Trey just doing the, like, hucking it. Maximum extension, 92 mile an hour
Ponce is a
fastball.
horse. I mean, he's 6'6", 255. He's a big guy.
Love it.
Love it. The other thing, I'm going to give some props to the Jays here. Shane Bieber opted into his deal.
Yep.
His player option, right? I've heard a few smart people say that this is one of the most unexpected opt-ins that they've seen in the last, 20 years from a player.
Explain.
Now, well, where I'm going with this is Bieber wouldn't have opted in to this this next year with Toronto unless he thought there was something special going on and he really enjoyed his time here.
Exactly.
Because he could have gotten multi-year contract with the way that he pitched in the regular season, but even more so, I would argue, the way that he looked in the playoffs, he really started to shine. So I don't know. It is peculiar to me, and it's auspicious. But I think it's a positive indicator for Toronto's culture that Shane Bieber opted into that contract and really just completely disregarded the fact that he could have gotten millions of more dollars.
It's something you don't see a lot. Altruistic baseball anymore. You don't see a lot of that.
I mean, maybe he just loves the boys.
I mean, that's phrasing, but we're loving to see this like young budding culture of Toronto baseball in the Rogers Center, making it roar. Vladdy gets the big lifetime deal. He really takes the saddle on that. He's riding that.
Right.
Not into the sunset, but into the sunrise.
Let's get to Cease, actually. So, do you think that they overpaid? And I do need to clarify this. There is deferred money involved. I'm sure you saw this.
Give me the Aidan GM front office wheeling dealing Game of Thrones shit first before you ask me any questions.
Well, so he signed for the 7th year, and I had projected him to get 6 years. So that's one important clarification here. Off the top of my head, I want to say he had a 4.49 this year, or 4.45, something like that. So, but his xERAs are constantly under his ERAs over the last few years. There's a decent amount of deferred money here, which brings the luxury tax, the players' union number down to, I think, 28 million NPV, net present value.
Okay.
So it's not really 30 million a year, right? You got to go by net present value.
So is it 28 million per year for 7 years of a deal, and Cease currently is what, barely 30?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's check that out. Yeah, we got computers.
Yeah, he's 30 in a couple weeks.
Okay, cool. Dude, that's a fine deal. That's a fine deal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, people are going to point to that the ERA 4.45. So
cares?
that was close.
Who cares? Yeah, nice job on your part. But who cares?
11.5 K per nine.
Thank you.
215 big ones this year.
Thank
and,
you.
I posted this, Johnny, when he signed. He's put up at least 214 K in each of the last 5 seasons.
The laddie struggles with the walks, but he's in the 95th percentile for whiff.
Yeah, he led the league in walks when he finished second in the Cy Young, American League Cy Young for the White Sox before they totally took a nosedive.
Don't you love to live on the extremes, though? A tale of two cities. You got the high whiff, chase, and K percentiles for Cease. Top of the league, elite stuff. Over 200 strikeouts the last 3 years, maybe more. And a little bit of some wildness, some walks, but you spoke to that.
The thing about
xERA
the tale of
lower.
two cities, Johnny, is, you just don't know which city you're going to wake up in. I mean, you might end up waking up in, the world where Dylan Cease has a 2.2 ERA and he finishes second in the Cy Young, or you might end up waking up in the other city where Dylan has a 4.5 ERA.
I've always been not a fan of the short arm look of his. I'm an eye test guy. I'm a vibes guy.
Yeah.
So,
those short arms, you gotta watch out. And I will say, this is a nice transition. I do love Jeff Passan, my short king. But I will say, you should feel good, Johnny, about the fact that you don't need a stool.
We are just taking drive-bys now. We are doing double dips, double taps. What's up? Just passing me by.
So anyway, I mean, the short arm thing is interesting. It makes me think of the small hand situation with quarterbacks. Do you remember when Kenny Pickett got drafted and everyone's like, "Look at those hands," And what's that?
I don't remember. No.
Yeah. It's become a thing now, right? Where you look at the college quarterbacks and look at those hands. He's never gonna make it. And I wonder if if the short arm is our version of that.
I have a thought. Is maybe physiologically there's something worth looking at there, because Cease is an interesting mix of pretty skinny looking guy, but super durable. That's the real calling card, right? Not just the dominant K per nine.
Oh man, Johnny, we are really getting into our PhD conversations. We're going into physiology right now.
I'm just saying, hear me out. Like, bro has the most, like, do you remember Keith Folk, the closer for the Red Sox back in 2004?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah. Okay. Keith Folk had the same thing going on, where he's like short arming the ball, pulling it right by his ear like a shortstop. Cease does the same deal. What if that's the fountain of youth? Speaking of Ponce de Leon, what if that's the secret to prevent Tommy John surgery?
I mean, maybe, but Keith Folk sucked after he was 31. So,
want to hear a fun fact?
Sure.
After my wedding, my buddy from Australia purchased one of those. I forget what they're called, but it's something you purchase where a famous person makes a little private video for you, and mine was from Keith Folk.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy.
Oh, wow.
My buddy from Australia is a groomsman. He got Keith Folk on video to basically be like, "Hey, John, sorry, I hear you're an Astros fan. Sorry I didn't play for the Astros, but hope you had a nice wedding, and take care, man."
And that was it right there? Yeah,
pretty much.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. I mean, he did go... So he grew up in Galveston? Or he grew up in Huffman, Texas. Where's Huffman, Texas?
Oh, right over by the tumbleweed.
A Texas boy.
Yeah. I think it's by the oil rigs and stuff, yeah. By the Buc-ee's. It's right by the Buc-ee's, right off the exit. Yeah.
Man, we're talking about the origins of Keith Folk. I think we should move on.
Yeah, speaking of origins, let's jump to words that sound like that with Orioles. I want to just touch on Helsley real quick.
Ooh. So, Helsley, I mean, Helsley's stock was definitely not what it would have been at last year's deadline if he had pitched anywhere to the level of 2024, right? When he got votes for the Cy Young.
Yeah.
When he did get traded to the Mets at the deadline in 2025, that's really where everything fell apart for him. So, I mean, yeah, he was having a down year, but he had a 3 ERA when he got traded to the Mets this year. The 4.5 ERA is real, like most of that is from his time in Queens. He got lit up. In 22 games, he had a 7.2. Gave up 4 homers in 20 innings. Walked 5 guys per 9, 1.8 whip. He was pretty bad. So
yeah, that can skew it a little bit. That's a bit of that's some optimism for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on your perspective, right? Why was he getting rocked in Queens for those 2 months?
Because they don't have Old Bay seasoning and crab cakes, and they needed the humidity of the swamp to chill out.
Yeah,
the pressure got
could
to
be.
them. That's what it is.
Could be. Maybe our boy Helsley just needs some Old Bay seasoning. I do like that signing, actually, for Baltimore, to be able to get a premium reliever at a, let's say, second-tier price. I like that.
What's the price on it? Give me the lowdown.
Let me see if I can find it. I don't remember the exact number. I think he got 2 years.
If he's pretty cheap for Baltimore, he's only 31. He can still throw it 100, and you're saying that a lot of those stats are skewed from some bad performances in Queens. That kind of softens it.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is there is a recency. Yeah, 2 years, 28, so 14. I was thinking 2 years, 30, so I'm glad I looked that up. But yeah, I mean, there is some recency bias, though, when, like, the last 2 months that you've seen of a guy are brutal.
Yeah, for sure.
Because, that's the last time we've seen him. That being said, if we look at the body of work as a whole, chances are this guy's going to be closer to the 2024 version than he will be to the Mets version. Yep. If he's anything remotely close to what he was on the Mets, I mean, this deal is going to be atrocious. But if he's even 70% of what he was in 2024, then this is not a bad deal at all. And Felix Bautista's out for a good portion of the year next year, so Helsley's going to be closing.
I think that's why my gut said frustrating at first, and we can move on after this, but it's just because Bautista is an excellent premium closer, and you already have him. It's just like we have to go spend money that we could be spending on starting pitching to go get something we kind of already have. I think that's where I'm a little frustrated for Baltimore, but I don't know.
So I'll throw one out for you for Baltimore.
Okay.
Freddy Peralta. So Freddy's in his last year, and unlike some of these other guys who are available on the open market, Freddy's only making $8 million next year.
Okay, so Baltimore is just like the train stop at the end of Milwaukee. So Milwaukee
contract year. You trade for a guy who's hungry to get paid. And again, it's a fit for Baltimore because you're not trading for that RB3 guy who's making $20 million. Freddy's only making $8 million.
Got you. That's a nice option, man. And Freddy can really, really throw it. He can spin it, too.
He's coming off a career year. I think you could certainly make the argument for. But yeah, I mean, from a bullpen standpoint, Baltimore also added Andrew Kittredge, which was kind of a sight unseen, deal there that happened at the beginning of the offseason. But I like that. I'm curious to see what happens with Trevor Rogers. I know we talked a little bit about that last time, but things could really come together for them here if Kyle Bradish and some of these other guys end up being healthy. But they're going to need another starter, really, no matter what.
It's always foggy in the Chesapeake, and they need a bit of a sunny day. But Sonny Gray up in Boston, he might really liven up Beantown. Do you think he can still do it at 34 years old?
Yeah, I mean, Sonny's 36 now.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
But, yeah, so Crochet, Sonny, Bayo. Oh, there's another the double L tap right there, Bayo.
See, it's incredible. At the start of this podcast, you're like, nope. Your brain sees Nick Castellanos and is like, nope. We are saying each of those L's. But like Brian Bayo rolls right off the tongue, like, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing here. I mean, we're certainly not doing language class. You got. We're certainly not an ESL, right? You got Cutter Crawford,
True.
Patty Sandoval. I mean, these guys are both coming off injuries.
Yeah.
Tanner Houck injury, TJ. So you got some guys coming off some serious injuries. If I were in Boston's situation, I like the Sonny deal. You giving up Brandon Clark and Dick Fitz.
Lamau.
Yeah, I mean, Brandon Clark has some upside. Fitz is more of a depth organization type.
Yeah.
Arm.
I think for Boston, I had this in my notes, is the boys that they wanted to pull up to the show they did last year. Like, that was 2025. Was, hey, you get a deal, you get a deal. You get a car, you get a fur.
Sure.
And it looks great. And it's kind of like their cards are on the table right now. They really have this window just beginning. Like, the window has been oomphed. The latches have been undone, and now we're kind of
Peyton Tolley coming up. You got Roman Anthony coming up. Christian Campbell struggled.
Yeah.
But
yeah, for sure. He took a step back after his hot start. But Willie Abreu was a nice surprise. He was actually out of the Astros organization. They made some good use of him. But with Boston, I think you gotta make a couple more moves.
Do you remember who the Astros got for him? Do you remember that trade?
Willie Abreu, who the Astros...
So I remember when this happened. It was trade deadline 2023?
Wait. 23. The only people
It might have been 22.
22, 23 deadlines were Kendall Graveman, Yimi Garcia, Phil Maton, Yainer Diaz, and most of that was with the Cleveland Indians. Anyway, go ahead. Who was it?
Christian Vasquez.
Whoa.
Yep.
We should have kept him.
22. It was 2022.
Yeah,
yep.
He was on the World Series team. He caught...
Emmanuel Valdez was also in that deal. Obviously, he didn't end up doing much. But yeah, I mean, to trade and that was Chaim Bloom. That was one of the best moves Chaim Bloom made.
I thought Vasquez was pretty fantastic. He caught Javier's combined no-hitter in the World Series, and he could hit too. He had some pop. I really liked Vasquez. It was sad to see him get the Twins.
I mean, he was okay. When you look at the numbers in the regular season anyway, he had a negative .1 B WAR for Houston in 35 games.
When you're comparing him to Martin Maldonado, I mean, I guess he looks amazing.
Yeah, it's tough to lose Willier, though, in that deal. I mean, back-to-back Gold Gloves, 6th in the AL Rookie of the Year voting in 24, career 791 OPS. Yeah, that's tough. 31 defensive runs saved in the last 2 years.
Hey, you know what? Cam Smith got nominated for a Gold Glove, and he was in a Florida State dorm room last year at this time.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Cam did a good job this year overall. He really struggled for a while there offensively.
Yeah.
Finished with a 671 OPS.
Yeah. But when he hits it, and it looks pretty.
Sigh. Nickname aircraft carrier. Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if he's an aircraft carrier. That seems a little strong. I think part of the problem here, Johnny, is that we're all told we're aircraft carriers now, and we're not all aircraft carriers.
A little physiology, a little social commentary. What are you going to get? What are you going to get when you come here? You don't know. You're just a listener.
And I will say, Cam Smith hit 154 in the second half. Just go put that out there.
Brother, I just have this to say to you. I was right about Joey Loperfido. I'll be right about Cam Smith. It's hard being
So, I mean, yeah. Remind me of your scouting report on Joey Bats.
Oh, Joey Bats. He's Italian. It's all you need to know.
Went to Duke.
He's the Duke of Earl, Duke of York, Duke of Rome. Yeah. He's just a good kid, man. Okay, no, seriously.
Now, where is Joey in the line of succession for the British crown?
Oh, good question. I think he's gonna bring back the papacy to London. Yeah, he's gonna reseat the
after 500 years.
Yeah, it's gonna be a glorious revolution.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing about Joey is his defense is incredible and super undervalued. His time of barrel through zone is incredible. Broken hit, and he really showed it last year. So his speed is something to watch. But if you want to see one of the best catches of this decade, you got to watch what he did one night against the Twins in 2024.
So,
sight to see.
You know, I love a nice catch as much as the next guy, Johnny. But I got to tell you, I mean, I don't know. 743 OPS this year in Buffalo. In that park.
He was depressed. He was going through it, man.
Is he depressed?
He had gotten demoted after what? I mean, tell the people. His 1 dot in Toronto in the bigs. He got sent down.
He did finish 879 OPS in 104 PAs for the Jays.
Yeah, so if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, I did great in the major leagues, but I struggled in the minor leagues, what are you going to go with?
Well, career, he's got a 689 OPS. But, to your point, given the all-around player he is, I think that's fine. The 248 batting average, I like. The 297 OBP, we don't like. That's your problem right there. 17 walks and 366 plate appearances.
The problem is you gotta play the hand you're dealt, and if you're dealt Davis Schneider, shout out his leadoff home run in that game in LA. If you're dealt Davis Schneider and Miles Straw, and you're gonna delegate Miles Straw as your like speedster defensive guy.
Wow, Miles Straw is catching strays today.
We love
Poor
Miles
guy.
Straw. Oh,
dude,
my
Miles
God.
is a G, man. I love Miles Straw.
I love Miles Straw. I'm just saying I'd rather see
Also,
Joey.
Davis Schneider, another short king of ours, for pro athletes anyway. 5'9".
He is one of the coolest baseball players ever. Like, he's up there with Zach Greinke with his whole, like, I just get in a funk and so I start imitating people's bat stances. Like, dude, what is this? Backyard baseball with the boys?
Yeah, I mean, Davis, 797 OPS this year. Wow. All right, let's move on and see what we got here. Devin Williams to the Mets. Are they going to go for Edwin Diaz still?
It's just like so Orioles and Helsley. It's like you already got a little bit of a closer. I mean, I'll let
well, so when you say that though about the Mets, I mean, are you talking about Diaz?
Yeah.
Well, Diaz is a free agent though.
I guess when it's Steve Cohen and David Stearns wheeling.
You're
and
assuming
together,
that Diaz comes back.
Yeah, free agent doesn't mean a lot to me in New York, but at least in Queens.
I see that with Diaz more than with Pete. Like, I don't think Pete Alonso's coming back. I could see it happening, but I think it's more likely Diaz comes back, even with Devin Williams.
Yeah,
getting re-signed.
Pete plays for the Reds in my head now, so that's just where he lives. So
yeah,
that's that.
Can't you just see it?
Oh,
Pete,
yeah.
The big red machine. You know who's getting traded this year, Johnny?
Who's getting
Kodai
traded?
Senga.
Whoa, Forkball McGee. Where's he going?
Yeah. I don't know. Probably a team that doesn't want to pay a frontline starter, but wants to trade for one. And presumably a small to mid-market team that wants to be good in the next 2 to 3 years. So, I mean, Kansas City could be in play. I could see Detroit. I think he has a 10-team no-trade, Senga. He said he wants to stay in Queens, but I don't know if he's going to have total control over that. I could see the Giants going and getting Kodai. Do you like that? Do you like the fit? Senga going back to the West, not going back, but going halfway back to Japan.
I feel like I need really good Japanese baseball players to play in a few stadiums. One, you gotta play in Oracle Park. You gotta play in San Fran. You can play anywhere in New York. Do whatever you want in New York. I don't.
Yeah,
really
we
care.
have a good Korean player in Oracle Park.
You do. San Francisco, Seattle, Los Angeles, and New York. Those are like fair game for Japanese baseball players. For some reason, my mind. Toronto as well. Shout out.
So, are you in on Senga going to the Giants then? Is that what I'm getting from that?
I'm bigly in on it because I wouldn't say that they're mid-market. I just feel like they've been just like waiting to spend and they keep missing out, whether it's like Judge or Ohtani, you name it. Yeah. I think they had a really nice offseason, getting some...
Yeah, I mean, it's not for lack of trying.
Nice.
I mean, if you remember, they tried to get Correa, and there are some physical problems. They went for Judge. They went for Ohtani. They went pretty hard for those three guys, for sure. I think that they were looking at Yamamoto to an extent, but they weren't a final suitor for Yamamoto.
They made their splash with Adames last year, though, and they dipped into a little grandpa, father time, Justin Verlander sesh. Shout out.
Yeah, I mean, Verlander had, like a 2.94 or something in the second half?
Yeah, he did great. It was awesome.
He was really good in the second half. He looked like a grandpa in the first half, but he really picked it up. Yeah, I mean, 0-7 with a 4.7 first half, 2.99 ERA in the second half, and 14 starts. I mean, that's a really nice second half.
I just want to touch on one real quick thing before we wrap this up. Sandy Alcantara, what's going on? Oh yeah,
let's get there.
Yeah, what's going on? Well,
Sandy's owed what is it, like 17.5 or something like that next year?
17.3, yeah.
17.3. Yeah, and he's got that club option.
Yeah, 21 mil for 2027. Yeah.
Yeah. So to me, I don't really see the Marlins keeping him if they get a good deal. And yes, like Sandy did not look great after the Tommy John. I think that his value was down from the fact that he got Tommy John. It probably did sink, actually, because he looked bad and the command was so poor. Really, that's what was going on there, in my opinion, is he was just leaving pitches over the plate and, walking guys more than he usually does. And you could see the rust. I mean, it's the last thing to come back from an elbow surgery is command. But in the second half, he was very good. An ERA a little over 3. The strikeout numbers were there, and he's getting the double plays again. And so I think that teams will probably, when they see him as that second half guy. It's probably going to be somewhere in the middle. I mean, but if Peter Bendix gets a deal he can't refuse, I think Sandy's gone, right? I mean, do you think the Marlins want to pay $17 million to Sandy next year?
I don't think they have $17 million in the couch cushions.
Remember, though, they have to spend a certain amount of money for revenue sharing, or they end up having to deal with grievances filed by their owners.
Oh my goodness!
So that's a potential problem for them.
What's it like being you? So, velocity speaks to what you're saying. Like the numbers pass the eye test. He's throwing 98. His baseball savant page looks like a Vermont gutter in February, ice cold and blue. But I just love that insight about the second half, and I think teams will look at that because, when you cut it with that butter knife frame or you frame it in a certain way, you can talk yourself into, like the Aidan Nola injury thing is just a long spring training, more off time for his arm to be healthier in the long run. You could say, well, Sandy just needed some time to warm up and had a longer spring training, a longer onboarding. And the fish, I mean, dump them and get what you can while you can. I just don't see Sandy there in the long term. So it's nice to know that he's got a lot more in the tank.
He's not getting extended. Edward Cabrera is another potential option for teams. I think he's got 3 years of control left, so he's getting arbed this year.
Yeah.
Cabrera is younger and has more years of control, obviously, and he's cheaper. But Sandy's more available. And, there's a few ways to pay for guys, right? So we've seen Steve Cohen do this. He'll call it, David Stearns, on behalf of Cohen anyway, will call an executive and say, hey, so we want this guy, and okay, well, we'll eat that salary and then give us a prospect, right? So like they'll eat money on a salary so that they can get someone in their system, they can get talent in their system. So that ability to absorb financial obligations, it doesn't only extend to free agency. It's not excluded or siloed to the open market. You can actually leverage that inside the trade market as well. And they've done that multiple times. They did it with Verlander and Scherzer.
This is why I come here. This is why we all come here, for these hot, cutting-edge takes from Aidan. It's been a nice edition here of the Painting Corners Baseball Podcast. We're signing off. Please check us out on Blue Sky, Threads, X, Instagram, LinkedIn. Like and subscribe to here on Spotify to our podcast, as well as on Apple. And be sure to come to painting-corners.com to check out articles and more takes. Thanks so much, everybody, and good night.
Baseball for the loyal fan from spring into fall.